Greetings, gamers. How be your energy this video game playing day? Once again, it is Castle Grayskull 0420 bestowing upon you another informative, educational, stop everything that you are doing if you are not playing a free-to-play to earn game. That is the formula that I like to hear my video games to. The catalyst being the word play. Quick reminder, gamers, I am not affiliated, nor do I work for Roboto Games in any shape, form, or fashion, but I shall continue to utilize and capitalize on their abandoned content. Yes, abandoned games. Such a shame. Today's game, the reason why you clicked on this educational video, which I want to remind you, leave a like and a comment for the video games first and foremost, because it is not about Castle Grayskull 0420. It is not about me at all, gamers. It's about these phenomenal free-to-play to earn games. That is why you will never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never, never, ever see my gorgeous, well-defined, chiseled, handsome moneymaker. I am just too much of a distraction. And speaking of distractions, Pleiade battle mates, ladies, gonna refrain myself from getting on the nerd summer anime soapbox too early, but as always, it is such a pleasure to see and be graced by your presence and that magical, mystical voodoo that you do the best for me in your dance routine. Let's get ready to get into it. Gamers, LeVar Burton would not have said it any better himself at the end of every single reading rainbow. Don't take my word for it. You need to check these games out for yourself. See if they truly are free to play to earn, which they will be. See if you do have 100% fun. That's that acronym-based word fun, all caps with the dots in between. Gamers, you definitely know what I mean. Pleiade battle mates, I do not mean to shoo you away, but we got to get ready to get into this action. Gamers, so appreciative of you putting eyeballs in on the channel, helping me accomplish my channel's mission from God, just like the Blues Brothers, to get as many eyeballs oversaturated and exposed, to have as many cerebral cortexes implode. I wish for the 6 inches between them ears to disappear. I want for nothing to be left above your shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes, gamers, let's go. Pleiade battle mates, I'm going to get ready to take it from here. Do not mean to shoo you away. Never ever would I do that any day. But gamers, I've been playing, as always, because that's part of the formula, Might and Monsters, a brand new game released by Roboto Games and just as quickly abandoned by them. Agent Mulder would let you know that the truth is out there, so will I. This game has been abandoned as quickly as it was been made. And it's kind of been, slapped together. Think of it as Frankenstein's monsters of a video game. There are some original concepts, directly inspired ideas, original characters from Last Mage Standing, aka Arx Arcana, better yet known as FortIt.io, the original Love Child conceptual game by Roboto Games. That's also been abandoned. No new content, no new material for that game. It is capped out, just like this game here. But as you can see, from what is put into the game and what you can unlock, it still fits that formula, gamers, of free to play to earn, with that catalyst being the word play. So we had a special action going on in the stream, got some gameplay in, and I asked the stream chat, because I had quite a few eyeballs in on the channel watching when we transitioned from Last Mage Standing, the first game, jumped into this game because made some new friends during the stream from gameplay. Got some new friend requests in Last Mage Standing, aka Arx Arcana. Then I inquired with them, like, yeah, normal MO questionnaire. What season did you start playing Last Mage Standing? Have you seen / played the direct sequel, loosely inspired sequel, Might and Monsters? Have you heard about the brand new game behind the scenes that Roboto Games abandoned these other two games that I'm asking you about called Foragers and Fighters. Made a brand new friend through the game. As always, these games are all inclusives. That's caring is sharing. Make friends. Play the games. Have fun. Found out from them that they have been playing since Season 3. And they started playing Might and Monsters just the other day. That was great. That blew my mind. I was like, look, I'm going to nerd out. I'll ask you more questions later and get your feedback and opinions about the games. But I'm getting ready to jump over to Might Monsters. You're more than welcome to put eyeballs in on the Twitch stream and watch and hang out. So yes, don't forget, hit the notification, hit the subscribe button on this YouTube video so you can be updated about other upcoming educational videos that are released from shenanigans that transpired during the live stream. And then check out the live streams. Come to Twitch, hit the follow and notification so you can be notified and updated about not just the free to play to earn games, but my new channel segment that is gaining so much traction right now. I'll give it a quick shout out. It is known as the Classical Throwback Nostalgic Reminiscing Down Memory Lane Playing Video Games live stream segment. You got to check it out. It speaks for itself. Anyway, I digress. It's playing the game. Had some eyeballs in, more than likely. But after I got done with some gameplay, I needed to burn some battle keys before the new quest day rolled over. I did not want to be sitting maxed out of 200 out of 200 keys. Had a returning stream viewer giving support, putting eyeballs in, just like you are now if you're watching this educational video, which I'm super appreciative of. Minty Green. Minty Green came back into the stream, and then they inquired something that I'm going to cover also in this educational video. So we're going to get 2 stones with 1 bird right here. Thanks to Minty Green inquiring. And also, I got to give a shout out to Raphael, who did inquire something about Might and Monsters as well. So I'm going to answer 2 questions and also cover the aspect of this new equipment deck card unlock from playing the game. All thanks, though, to Minty Green. Because Minty Green came into the stream, mentioned, hey, can't hang out for long, but I will let you Shanghai me into playing your stream contestant game. I basically strong-arm Minty Green into being the contestant. Because I asked the chat, I was like, hey, does anyone in the chat, would you like to participate or play the chess opening game during the stream? Didn't get any takers. Did get some gameplay in. So I was able to assuage and placate the probability deities that govern over the battle reward chess. But thanks to Minty Green, they came in. And I told Minty Green, all right, this is what's going to happen. I'm Shanghaiing you in. You are going to be the next contestant to play the chess opening game during the stream. And Minty Green was like, okay, just don't hit me anymore. No, that's not what happened. Okay, I'm just being silly. Because I did say I strong-armed him. But Minty Green was so cordial. They were a team player. I explained the rules to them. And they gave the number of chests that I was gonna open. On the second chest, I got this brand new card right here. Spiky Helm is gonna increase the armor. This is for Boris, the Water Warrior. Great. This is phenomenal. Getting more equipment deck cards unlocked. So now while we're sitting here looking at this, and I break this card down, and we'll take a look at we'll get our Maigatsu from Zoolander on. We're not going to get any gameplay action, so I'm just throwing that out there now, but we will take a look at the card and then also see how it accessorizes. Okay? So clearly this is headgear. It says it's the Spiky Helm. I'll need to get 3 water elemental crystals acquired, and if I equip this card and it gets played to me due to the RNG in my hand, I can activate it. So Minty Green had also inquired, are a bunch of new characters here yet? They wanted to know if the new characters have been released and things of that nature. And I know it might have been a while since I've last shared insight with them, but in recent educational videos, I do reference and make the point about how these games have been abandoned. and where they've been abandoned at, and where the developers have left a bunch of gaps and holes at. So there is false advertisement in Might and Monsters. One with the locked guardians outside of the 3, the one that they give you when you first start playing, and then the 2 that you can unlock. Castle Grayskull 0420 would love to eat the plate of crow of finding out that other guardians have been put into the game and you can unlock them from the battle reward chest. But from information corroborated, confirmed from actual beta testers that have played this game, that have come back to see like if there is anything new that they put in, the developers are never coming back to touch this. Okay. The second false advertisement where this game is incomplete at, where you can see how they just slapped, or I gave the reference of the Frankenstein monster. They pulled a lot of code from Last Mage Standing to just piece this together. Kind of like a Patchwork Adams, you know, quilt thing, whatever. Patchwork quilt. You cannot access the shop in this game. There's a tab for it, but it's not highlighted. It's not accessible. You can't click on it. Even though you can get gems out of the chest. And when you click on the gem icon on your currency next to your coin, it even has the code put in. You can spend gems in the shops to get things, or you can buy them in the shop with real world money. So they just took a bunch of code. They just slapped stuff together. These games, Last Mage Standing and Might and Monsters, the reason why they were abandoned, the reason why Might and Monsters was even conceptualized or slapped together, was so they could continue trying to make passive money for their brand new game that's going to be a debacle. So Foragers and Fighters is the brand new game behind the scenes that's trying to get continued development. They're still trying to hire developers so they can finish. There's some screenshots. There's some, you know, if you go to their website, the only thing you won't see that was released by them, and this might have been an accident, the game is going to be a mixture of Animal Crossing and Minecraft. So if you can think of those two games and sort of do a hybrid of that, that's what Foragers and Fighters is supposed to be like. But the currency, the in-game currency, is going to deal with NFTs. You can go to their website and you'll say, Castle Grayskull, I don't see anything about NFTs for the game. I can see a little YouTube screenshot. I can see some animations. Just like Roboto Games abandoned their 2 games with mismanagement because they weren't making money. It was very briefly. And the beta tester that broke this down for me was the one who saw and has the information when the screenshot was there. Roboto Games had put up on their website that NFTs was going to be in the game. There was a huge backlash and negative feedback about that, and then they took it down, like within the next few days. They took down the NFT part. So let's take a look at and answer Minty Green's inquiry and take a closer look at what they were getting at. So they were asking, are a bunch of new characters here yet? I broke it down and explained just about the false advertisement, how the developers abandoned the game. Went in a little bit more insight. But let's take a look directly. So here's the false advertisement. It is all on the same page, okay? I don't have to go to another page. So first one that I was talking about is the Guardians that you see here. We'll never be able to unlock them. I would love to eat plate after plate of crow on this statement that I'm making for this educational video. The second aspect is why I'm keep clicking on my gems up here. So you can see the wording, the code that they copied from Last Mage Standing, which you'll never be able to do in this game. Gems let you buy items in the shop. Get gems in chests, which you can do, or by buying them in the shop for real money, which is false because the shop tab, I'm clicking on it. You can see just like the battle, the ranking, or the Guardians tab, those are highlighted and you can click on them. Shop and allies, nothing happening. All right, let's take a look at this brand new card and then also answer Raphael 3's question that was from Last Mage Standing. They mentioned that they've been playing the game and they were trying to inquire about running across other real players, or they wanted to know the aspect that we were just looking at, this allies. So you can't send an invite to somebody in this game. So that's where it's incomplete at. Now, one thing I have noticed, there are some mitigating factors that come into play, and then again, it can be completely thrown out the window. I have noticed, depending on your battle trophy count, they may match you up with bots around the same AI level, or you may run across another player that is within that similar ranking. So if you first start out, it's very highly unlikely that you might run into a match with Castle Grayskull 0420 due to the battle trophy count. All right. Then again, it might be like, since they copied a lot of code from Last Man Standing, it might be out the window. You can play against people that are in the top leaderboard ranking when you first start playing. I did specify and share with Raphael 3, just like I'm breaking down to you gamers here. And as we take a look at the new equipment, you can tell, you will know when you're playing against a bot versus a real player in the game. Okay? Bots kind of follow the Isaac Asimov 3 rules of robotics. I'm not saying they're gonna hurt us and whatnot, but bots have a certain gameplay. They do particular things in the game that you know a real player would not do. If you want to know if you're playing against bots, here's a good surefire way. Defeat a monster, just like the game mentions the setup. Defeat a monster, just defeat it and leave that crystal there. I have seen bots in the middle of fighting other monsters, and if you have a crystal that's just laying out there, they'll stop and go get that crystal. They'll stop whatever it is they're doing to go get that crystal. Real players won't do that unless they're in the middle of doing something like sweeping around and cleaning up. Real players won't stop in the middle of taking out some monsters that they're about to knock out to then turn around and walk to go get that one crystal that you have laying there. So that's one good way. Also, see if the guardian that the other guardians, if they're hounding you or stealing your crystals, like trying to stay close and take your crystals from your kills. So bots do certain things that real players don't. I'm not saying real players can't follow you and take your crystals from your kills. That's a good strategy. And I do that, you know, like it's all part of the war. But anyway, I've been ranting and bantering long enough. I wanted us to take a look at this new equipment deck that we got here for Boris in this educational video. Please, Team Battle Mates, let me get your BGM. I have 7 more chests to open up. So this is what we'll do. While we wrap up this educational video, I will open up the remaining chests that Minty Green assigned. We'll see if the RNG is still high for me during this educational clip that you're putting your eyes in on. And don't forget, if you like what you see, leave a like and a comment for the games first and foremost. My player tag in this game, Might Monster, is none. You make a profile, you can share what that is. If you have a question, you can put that in. You can check out the official Discord. Castle Grayskull 0420, same channel name as the YouTube channel. So I got 50 coin, 6 Boris, 8 Kadira Guardian Skulls respectively. Let's keep it going. We got 6 more to get. I want to get the rest of Minty Green's chest that he asked for me to open for the game that we're playing, the chest, and you too can be a contestant, just like Boulder Mountain did a while ago and got me something new. So we got Minty Green playing the game, getting me something new also. That is great. 10 coin, 8 Kadira, 15 Pyro Guardian Scrolls respectively. All right, let's keep it going. All right. So it looks like I'll end at a palindrome. Oh, this is proof right here. This is the proof right here. Oh, this is great. This is on an educational video. So thanks to Shuri, the #1 retired top-ranked player of Last Man Standing, who was a beta tester for Might and Monsters, who cooperated and confirmed for me that the false advertisement was in here, no new stuff, that the developers, they just slapped in a bunch of code from Last Man Standing and put in Might Monsters. This is proof that this is a Frankenstein game. This emote right here, this thing that I just unlocked and got, I didn't even unlock it. I don't even think, you can't use, this is something from Last Man Standing. This is code from the original game. Are you seeing this? Do you see? Do you see? Proof. Proof that Castle Grayskull 0420 is not an unreliable second narrator, as I've been accused by one disgruntled bully on the leaderboard of Last Made Standing. How do you like that? So nowhere in this game, nowhere in Might and Monsters, will I be able to activate an emote. This is from Pyro and Last Made Standing. You can see the new skin hood on him because Pyro is supposed to have the red hood. Why is there a 16-bit graphic, 32-bit graphic game in a 3D model rendering game? What is going on here? What is this? Blood? Resident Evil. Anyway, let's continue. So clearly they're saying this is crazy. Do you see this? Oh man, I cannot wait to break this down to Shuri because they sent me a screenshot and in Discord. Every now and then, periodically, Shuri quit playing all these games. Like 2 weeks after they put the quest in Might and Monsters, the daily and weekly quest, Shuri stopped playing because they weren't addressing the bug issues and they weren't, polishing out things so they quit playing. So a few days ago, just the other day, I was talking with Shuri. They sent me a screenshot because they said they check out Might and Monsters every now and then just to see if anything new's been put in. Probably like a month ago, they played and they reached out to me and said, yeah, nothing new. They sent me a screenshot of them getting an emote to prove or to corroborate the aspect that the game just has a bunch of code stolen over, not stolen, but just recycled over, processed in from Last Made Standing, aka Arx or Con. So we're going to collect that. I got 4 more chests to open, and then we're going to wrap up this educational video. I appreciate you putting eyeballs in. I'm glad that you're seeing firsthand. LeVar Burton could not and did not say it any better himself at the end of every single Reading Rainbow. Don't take my word for it. I'm glad you can see the proof. You get the witness. You're helping me accomplish my channel's mission from God that I am on, just like the Blues Brothers. So 30 coin, 7 Kadira, 9 Pyro Guardian Scrolls respectively. Let's keep it going. We're going to stop at our first Palindrome, 30 coin, 30 Pyro Guardian Scrolls, 2 more. And that's funny. I don't even think Minty Green knew that I was going to stop at a Palindrome regardless of... But if they had said 19, I mean, it's anyway, whatever number they said I was going to do. But it's just coincidental, and I don't know if the universe just aligned the stars right, that the number that they requested is also going to end me on a Palindrome that, Alright, one more. I forgot to read the rewards. It was some coin, Guardian Scrolls. RNG high for me, 14 coin, 11 boards. The probability deities are like, look, we already gave you 1 new equipment deck card. Alright, don't push your luck. So we're going to stop right there at that number. 464, a nice Palindrome. Makes me feel good. Mathematical OCD nerdiness, mathematical fun kicks in. Is algebraic. This educational video that you checked out, I want to give a shout out and thanks first and foremost to Minty Green for being the contestant that helped me get a new equipment deck card unlocked. They also asked a question about the game that was pretty prevalent, and also to Raphael 3 from the OG game, Last Made Standing, who also had an inquiry that I addressed and talked about in this game. So you can see Boris there, large and in charge, with the new helm, the spiky helm that I got unlocked. What was it? Spiky helm. So let's put all the spiky stuff on. The spiky helm goes with the spiky shield, and then we'll put the Spaldron on. Let's take a look at Boris now. Man, large and in charge. So gamers, you need to check these games out for yourself. Come to your own inference and conclusion. Quick reminder, I'm not affiliated, nor do I work for Roboto Games in any shape, form, or fashion. Please, Battlemaids, get out here. My player tag is none. If you've watched this video, leave a like and comment for the game first and foremost. Remember, you are never, ever, ever, ever going to see my gorgeous, chiseled, well-defined, handsome moneymaker because it's about these phenomenal free-to-play games. Join in on the Twitch live stream. Participate in the shenanigans. Gamers, I really do hope that you make a player profile, get in on the action. I want to see you out on the battlefield, and do believe that when I do, gamers, I will smite you. Until then, gamers, you be easy. Pleiade, battle maids, you ladies have the floor.